Oh, buongiorno, buongiorno, buongiorno. Last day of this year, last day of the year. So, last video of the year, I wanted to thank everybody for the support, the people that were in this channel from the beginning, people that came later, people that left, people that will come, all the stuff. Thank you very much. You made this year much, much, much better, because if I had to think that I had to follow this AC Milan alone without the ability to complain whenever I wanted, that would have been a much, much harder year for me, I'm sure, because recently AC Milan irritates me, and talking about it with you, discussing, talking about tactics, whatever, gossips, whatever, makes things much, much easier on my mind too. So thank you very much. You helped to my psychological well-being. So that's great. That's great. New year. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what year this was for AC Milan. So Fonseca. Let's talk a little bit about Fonseca so we can close the Fonseca parenthesis, the era of Fonseca in AC Milan, and then we will just focus on Conceicao and the Milan that will come. Did you already do your good proposits for the new year? Because I think I didn't quite respect mine for the past year. I think I did for like a month and then I forgot about it, but that's what it is about. The 1st of January will be like, yeah, no, this year is gonna be great. I'm gonna do all the stuff I want to do. But then I know that I probably will do less than half of them, which is okay. It's okay. Mentality is mindset, and then see what happens. Anyway, let's talk about the Fonseca era of AC Milan. Terrible era. So when I say that I blame the management for the failure, and not the coach, what I mean is the coach was not a good coach for AC Milan. Obviously, Fonseca didn't do good with the players we had. Our players are not bad, but who did choose this manager? Who is the mind behind this? Is the management? This coach, I mean, right? Obviously, is the management. They chose a mediocre coach. We got a mediocre season. That's why I don't blame the coach, because we knew what Fonseca was capable of. He has never been like this super coach, so supporters weren't ecstatic about it, obviously, and it ended the way we thought it would end, right? The coach didn't get the proper support from the managers, from the management, obviously, in the market in the first time. I think Fonseca should have pushed to get good players, but Fonseca is not that kind of coach. That's what you get. They wanted a yes man, they got a yes man. We didn't get the right players for him and for his play style. Okay, so that's the point. And Fonseca has been a little bit stubborn with the system, with the way he wants to play without the players. And it's a good example that if you want a certain play style, you cannot force it with some players. So, like, some players just can't play the way you want, and that's okay, but you have to adapt to the players in the end, because you can have all these beautiful ideas of football that just won't work with our team. So this stubbornness was a mistake. He tried actually to change, which is something that I applaud, because it's never easy to change his ideas, to try different systems that kind of worked too, let's say against like Real Madrid, right? So being more defensive, letting the opponent play more, and that he got some good results. So he said we can remember like two matches, basically two good matches of Fonseca's, not great. So that's one is Real Madrid and the other is Inter. We managed to avoid the 7th consecutive defeat or something like that. That's all we can be happy about, really. So how did he manage our prima donna, our good, supposedly great players, namely Leao and Theo? I think he did his best. He did punish them when they deserved it, which is something that I think Conceicao will do even more strongly. But again, Fonseca, I don't think he has the charisma for that kind of decisions. And when you have the whole locker room against you, the outcome is never gonna be good enough. We can say that Fonseca had quite some balls, right, to make all of those decisions. We saw some abominations like Terracciano as a pivot. We saw 5 defenders in a game. I think it was the game against Verona, right? It was a recent one. All this stuff that we can meme about. So not great, not great. I think he never had the support of our management, also because of the contract says that if Fonseca gets fired in 6 months or so, Milan doesn't have to pay all the years of contract, but has to pay only 1 year, which is kind of a sad start because it means they don't really trust the coach, the project that he has. But it's also like a good way of not wasting money, which our management, our ownership is the best ownership to not waste money and also win nothing. In a way, it's like the year resolutions, right? Yes, this year I'm gonna do this and it's gonna be great, but I'm gonna start tomorrow. When are we going to see AC Milan win? Tomorrow. In the future. Indefinite time in the future will we be great again. So, but I'm diverging. What was I saying? Fuck, I forgot. So Fonseca definitely tried to do his best, but the support from the management was just wasn't there. I don't think he could have done better. Anyway, following Milan so far has been a desperation, and the last match was the perfect closure to this year. So let's hope this is gonna be the last time we see something like this, and from now we start again, and the players start to run again. One of the good things of Fonseca is that he managed to make Leao run a little bit more. Leao as a second forward, I think is a good idea, and I think Conceicao should go on with that idea. So with a 4-4-2 or 4-3-3, that kind of formation, which I think is what will happen. I think it's going to be a 4-4-2, like more defensive. I hope we're going to see Jimenez instead of Emerson Royal and Hernandez on the left. Hernandez looked better in the game against Roma. He looked like more into it, wanting to do good, which is good. I don't know if they told him that Fonseca will leave, and that's why, which will be pretty sad. So the end of Fonseca was quite a sad one because they sent him, and this is terrible. This is a terrible thing to do from our management. They sent him on the press conference knowing that he will be fired because they already had all the contracts done for Conceicao since weeks apparently, and sending him to the press conference is just something they could have avoided. They said we're sorry we did that, we should not have done it, but like it's too late. With this management is always fun. But that's it for the year. So new year, hopefully new Milan. Good results. Maybe the players now will have a change of mindset. Conceicao is more strict than Fonseca is. I think he has more charisma to do certain decisions. We will see how that goes. So basically, the management got a profile like Conte, too late, that doesn't ask for players. I don't even know if he's entitled to ask for players right now, because his contract I think is a 6 month, and then they can extend to until 2026 I think. Yeah, it all depends on how he does, but I don't think he has any saying on the market right now. The market, I don't know, because now with a different coach we have to change again. We have to see what the coach wants. If we can get Ricci, I will still get Ricci, but we're gonna get bankrupt if you get Ricci. We can't spend 35 million euros for good players. That will ruin all the spreadsheets of AC Milan, and we do not want that. Okay, I'll stop rambling. So that's it from tomorrow, from whatever, we will start talking about conceicao, no more Fonseca, goodbye Fonseca, enjoy your life. And to you too, Happy New Year. I hope you are gonna be having a good time tonight. Enjoy the time with friends or family. I wish the best of luck to you for the new year, all the luck that you can have. Hopefully everything's gonna be great for you. And enjoy. Good night and ciao ciao.